first of all, let's just tell people what exactly is rock pooling.
Well, that's just a casual name for looking at rock pools and things on the shoreline at the beach. Some people also just call it tide pooling. Depending on where you are in the world, you might say tide pool rather than rock pool. So at low tide, when there's rocks and sort of shallow areas exposed, you can find a lot of really interesting things and sort of wander along and look for shells, bits of seaweed, anything you like. But it's something that I've done since I was a kid. I've always loved looking in rock pools and trying to find different animals. So sea slugs, if you're lucky, near where I live, they can get quite big. There's a type of sea slug called the sea hare because they look like they have little ears, and they're always really fun. Different kinds of crabs, sometimes things like sea urchins, starfish. It kind of depends on where you are as to what creatures you'll find. But it's a lot of fun. So I always like to take a bucket, maybe a spoon or something to sort of lift things up and have a look without directly touching them. Another good thing to take is maybe just a small container and a paintbrush. So if you lift up a rock and flip it over, maybe you'll find something interesting on the bottom of the rock, like a little brittle star, and you can kind of gently get it off with a paintbrush and put it in a container and have a good look at it. So there's just a lot of fun things you can do. There's people who like to go and look at rock pools, maybe as it's just getting to dusk, because you might see some different creatures. And if you bring out a black light, some things will kind of look very different, or different anemones and things can be very bright under a black light. So there's a lot of different ways that you can check out what's going on in rock pools.